Guys, what's up? It's the Pajama Pants Player, the best in the world. It's John Grande, live in living color, here with you on this dreary Tuesday afternoon. And where have I been, ladies and gentlemen? It's been a Merry Christmas, it's been a happy birthday, and it's been a Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been a while since I've done a video. Honestly, I've just kind of been laying back, enjoying the breeze, enjoying everything. It's like, once you get off school, it's very tough to kind of readjust to, going back to work, going back to school, going back to all these things that you do in your normal daily lives. But after I was done with this semester, man, I just kind of took a load off. I did a couple of horror roundtables with Nate on Nate's channel, HorrorBoy465, whose channel you should definitely check out. Awesome content on that channel. And he actually just gave me a shout out, which it gave me the inspiration to do this video, to get off my ass off the couch, to stop watching House and Hugh Laurie and all these things, to bring you my number 4 favorite horror film of all time. And without further ado, it is Wes Craven's A Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, before I get shit on, because this is the only version I have of the movie, which I'm actually kind of ashamed of, I kind of am embarrassed that this is the only, pack that I have this movie. All the fucking versions, the fucking Blu-ray box sets, the Infinifilm Blu-ray, fucking everything of this movie that's come out, and I only have the 4-pack. That I got this for Christmas one year. I think like 3-4 years ago I got this on Christmas. So that's how fucking long I've had this. I never even bought a Nightmare on Elm Street movie with my own money. Go figure. But I have every single poster of the first 4 in my room. I have the original one over here. Here, I could even show y'all a little. Got the original poster over here with the Beatles and, of course, Michael Berryman, the great Michael Berryman. Got part 4. I just put this one up, part 3. And I have part 2 on the wall. So these things, sorry, don't want to make anybody sick. Just fixing this shit back. But I'm a huge fan of the first 4 Nightmare on Elm Streets, and in particular, the first one, the original Nightmare on Elm Street, Wes Craven's A Nightmare on Elm Street, is my number 4 favorite horror film of all time. And a lot of people probably would say, oh, I like part 3 better, I enjoy part 3 better, it's more of a fun movie, it's more of an unleashed movie. And I respect those people, and I understand how you can say that. It actually, in a lot of ways, yes, I understand it completely, but it doesn't have the magic that the original movie has. It doesn't capture that feel that the original movie has. It's just, I don't know how Wes Craven did it, but he never did it again. Like, as much as I love Scream, that's on my top 20. As much as I love Last House, that's on my top 20 as well. And I actually think, I know I hate to keep going off on tangents, but the original Last House on the Left, I think should have been a little bit higher on my list. If there was one movie I could change on this top 20 from when I wrote it to now, the Last House on the Left would be higher. Because I thought about, I like Last House on the Left more than High Tension, more than Opera, more than, a few movies that come after that. Probably even Child's Play. Like Child's Play is not better than fucking Last House on the Left, but, that's just another, if people go back and watch that, I think I even say in the video, this one should feel a little higher. So, I don't know if Last House is the true definitive number 20. I don't know what number it would be, but it's higher than number 20, I would definitely say. But it's not higher than this film at number 4. What Wes Craven was able to do, and what Wes Craven was able to create with this film is nothing short of fantastic. I mean, he created the ultimate cinema boogeyman, the ultimate cinema villain in Freddy Krueger. And, this has the classic story of, these kids who live on Elm Street and, they're all dreaming about the same guy with the 4 razor claws and the dirty Christmas sweater who comes to them at night in the darkness. It's just, right then and there, that's a great legend. And then, you learn more about the character, how these parents figure out that he was a dirty child murderer in this film. They say murderer. I know that they originally want to be child murderer / molester, but, we all can't get what we want. It's very implied that he was a child molester, though, so it's very there. And they basically burned down the boiler room in which he lived in, and then, because he got off somehow on a technicality, and then, basically he comes back and doesn't get his revenge on the parents, he gets his revenge on the parents' children. And that's just brilliant right then and there. I mean, just, the one place where we're not safe is our dreams. And the one place where we can't just run away, we can't just call for help. We're stuck in our dreams, Our dreams is, this is basically Wes Craven going, oh yeah, if you think you're vulnerable in the shower, Alfred Hitchcock, yeah, you know what happens? Boom, put them in their fucking dreams, you know, escape that one. And you just have awesome horror movie heroine, Nancy Thompson, played by, I always fuck up her name, Heather Langenkamp, which is that's a real movie star name. No offense, Heather, I love you, you're an awesome actress in this movie. You have Johnny Depp in an early role, you have Amanda Weiss in... To me, she has one of the great horror movie kills of all time in this movie. She actually, she's just done sleeping with her boyfriend Rod, and, you know, she walks outside, and it's that classic shot of Freddy Krueger kind of walking along, and she goes, please, God, help me, and he just goes, this is God, and, like, he's fucking around with her. You see right off the bat that Freddy Krueger is not one to waste the moment. He wants you to be terrified, absolutely to the brink of, you know, being terrified before he kills you. It's not all about the Jason Voorhees, you know, quick jump out of nowhere and slap your head off. I mean, what's the fear in that? It's just a boost scare kind of, you know? But Freddy Krueger really salivates when he kills somebody. He cuts his fingers off. He's laughing hysterically at your reaction. You know, he almost teases you, taunts you. And that's why, another reason why you have to think Freddy is a freaking scary character. At least he was in this film. I know as sequels went on, he became less and less scary, and I understand that. It became more played for laughs, but I don't know, man. Wes Craven really hit it out of the park in this movie. I really, really enjoy the original Nightmare on Elm Street film because it's everything. It's everything you can ask. There's a good story. There's good acting. There's a legend and a character that lives to this day. I mean, Freddy Krueger is, in a lot of ways, if he's not the biggest horror movie pop culture icon, I don't know who is. Like, could you put Jason ahead of him? No, because, I mean, and this is a good thing my friend Red Bankcast Steve said, and I'm sure other people have said it, but he's the first person I ever heard say it. Freddy Krueger was our horror movie equivalent to Dracula, what Dracula did in the 1930s, because you had Frankenstein, you had the Wolfman, almost in comparison to Freddy and almost in comparison to Jason and Michael Myers. Michael being, you know, Frankenstein, Jason being the Wolfman. Dracula was Freddy Krueger. I mean, because Dracula and Freddy Krueger had something that the other two didn't. They had a voice. They could almost look into the camera and wink at you while they were doing the things that they were doing. And, you know, as scary as the legend of Michael Myers is, and just, you know, he is evil on two legs, and as scary as Jason is, you know, this crazy motherfucker wearing a hockey mask in the woods just killing teens left and right. I mean, those things are scary, but I don't know, man, coming to somebody in their dreams and slicing them up, and that brutal kill of Tina where she's screaming, Rod! And you don't even see him cut her. That's another thing that nobody ever says. You don't really see a lot of the horror in this movie. You just see the cuts appear, and then just this gore, and then she's flung around the room. It's one of my favorite all-time horror movie kills because it sets the tone. Wes Craven understood that we need to be different. Something needs to be different about this movie, and bam, he knocked that fucking door down. There's Tina's kill. Now we got the ball rolling. Watch out. And that's what Wes Craven understood with this film. I absolutely love A Nightmare on Elm Street. It's easily number 4 on my top 20 list of all time. And it's easily one of the greatest horror movies ever made. I don't think anybody can deny that. If it's not in your top 5, top 10, top 20, top 100, I don't know. But it's just one of the greats. It's just simply one of the greats, and I couldn't recommend that movie anymore. If you're a horror fan and you haven't seen that movie, I'm telling you, get out of that rock you're living under, look it up, and find it, because it is an all-time classic movie, and it's just great. Like, everything about it. I love A Nightmare on Elm Street. It's one of the all-time greats, and I couldn't recommend it any more than I have. It has the John Grande blessing. It has the John Grande stamp of approval, if such a thing existed, but that's going to be all for now. I have to go back to work today, which really fucking sucks, but I figured it was, like, be cool to throw out a quick video, you know, just in the meantime. I'm looking to do the broadcast with Nate and Steve and maybe Gideon later. I'm not positive if I'm going to be home in time for that. I'll probably be, like, I'll come in through the middle of it, but we're doing another horror roundtable, so check that out if you see this, and like that. So, everybody, have a beautiful, beautiful day. It's dreary. Cheers to everybody. Sorry, I need that Coca-Cola after all that fucking talking. And that's it, baby. that's it. I'm the Pajama Pants Player. I am the best in the world, and I will see you guys next time for number 3 on my all-time favorite horror movie list. Peace, guys.